Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your website onto the first page of Google search results, so that way you can get all the search volume and all those leads coming directly to your business. Now, I looked at your site here and I noticed it's a Google business site, which is great to have. Unfortunately, it basically just acts as a digital business card where you can direct your customer to it. You'll give them information about services that you offer, how to contact you, things like that. However, it's not really built to rank in the search results, and I can show you why. What I've done is just two different searches, one for tile cleaning and one for carpet cleaning, and I've taken the top company in each listing as well as your own, and I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds on your site and then ranks its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So looking at these numbers, you can see why these websites are ranking at the top of the list far above yours. Let me go into a little bit further detail on what these numbers mean and then how we can improve them for you once you get a site rebuilt on a different platform. You'll also notice that this is abnormally high in yours, but that's because these business sites are backed by Google, so obviously Google trusts itself, but that doesn't mean that it trusts your business. So when Google is looking to rank a website and determine what order to do so in, it uses two factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site. This is basically a popularity contest. Now this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours with a link. So for instance, if the local news outlet did a story on their website for the best cleaning companies in the area, and in that article the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now these backlinks can come from a lot of different types of websites, any kind of blog or posting sites, press releases, maybe manufacturers, companies, or products that you work with. However, one very important type is what's called a citation. Now a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. These directories are all free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as seen in Google. So from these numbers, you can see why Google trusts these websites and gives them more authority and therefore ranks them at the top of the list. However, something to make note here is it's not just about the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. Some links are more spammy than others, so we need to be finding ones from authoritative websites that Google trusts, and they also have to be relative to the services that you offer in the industry that you're in. Therefore, once you get those links, that'll build trust in not only your site, but in your brand, and then Google will be more likely to rank you higher than the competition. Now, the second factor for determining the rank of a website is the content on the page. So as you can see here, you're only being found for these three keywords, which is when somebody is searching for you directly by name, meaning that no new customers are going to be finding you. So if we just take a look at one of the competitors, just to use them as an example, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on this page, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So as you can see right here, just in carpet cleaning Tampa, we got about 1,300, almost 1,400 searches per month going on. Now, if your website was on the first page of Google search, these 1,400 people searching would see you every month. Now, we're usually pretty conservative, and Google Analytics estimates about 10% of total search volume converts into potential leads for the business to contact you. So that you'd be looking at somewhere around 140 possible new clients calling you. And I don't know what the particular conversion rate is for your business, but you can just see how that sheer volume of leads coming into the business can definitely add up to some revenue at the end of the month and at the end of the year. And then this is just for one keyword phrase. We would repeat that same process for all the highest volume keywords that are relative to the services that you offer and then the areas that you serve. And then all that volume coming to your website would definitely increase some sales for you. Now, there is, however, a formula that Google uses to find these keywords. So let me just use their site as an example. As far as the layout is concerned, Google doesn't really care much about pictures or how the website looks. Being a computer, the first thing it's going to do is just come in and count all the words and text on the page. And it's basically looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on the main homepage because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, and the more likely it is to recommend you. Now, while it's counting all the words, it's also searching for those keywords, any kind of services that you offer, and then the areas that you offer it in. Now, this is where the number of words particularly comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services you want to offer, the more areas you want to be found in, the more keywords in general you want to be able to be searched for, means the more content that has to get added to the page so that way it qualifies. So if we take a look at the search results, the first thing that shows up is what's called the Google Map Pack. It's a pretty important area to try to get into because it's at the top of the page, and a lot of people, when they're searching, will just click on one of these top 3 companies. Now, to be listed in here is free. You just need to fill out your Google business profile as part of your Maps app, so you can do it right from a smartphone. When doing so, you want to fill out as much information as possible. All the services you offer, your location, your hours of operation. Inside your business description should be about 750 words that you're allowed. Usually put some keywords in there so we can optimize that as well. Then what you want to do is add photos that are geolocated and tagged within your service area, as well as posts onto your Google profile on a regular basis. Collect as many reviews, and then you want to get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. And underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites will help climb and outrank the competition here. Then once your website is at the top of the list, you'll be getting all that search volume and all that traffic to your website, and then all those leads coming in. However, like I said, that does mean that this site would have to be rebuilt on a different platform so that way we're able to get all that and capture that search volume. So I hope this information was helpful and shows you how you can scale some of your online presence, but please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like to go into any further details. We could talk about some of your goals for the business and then we could do some research to see what it would take for you to reach those. I appreciate your time and look forward to hearing from you.